So there's this moment in this book called Wolverine, Enemy of the State.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about it one day. But Wolverine gets brainwashed by, like, Hydra.
Of course.
Or the Hand. And,
oh, the Hand? I didn't know he ever interacted with them.
Oh, all the time.
Really?
Oh, yeah, baby.
He's not really in, like, Brooklyn much, though, is he?
No.
Okay.
But he goes to Japan a lot.
Yeah.
So,
oh, sure, yeah. Yeah.
So Wolverine gets brainwashed, and he goes, like, he's attacking the whole Marvel universe.
Okay.
And he goes after the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And there's this moment where Wolverine is, like, gonna kill her and her kids or something. And
he's killing everyone?
He's killing everyone.
He, like, actually killed some heroes?
No.
Oh.
He's trying to.
Okay.
And he goes after the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And fucking Reed Richards is in his think tank. Right?
Yeah.
And Wolverine's attacking, and Sue is like, "You're not getting anywhere near my kids." So she makes a invisible, like, force field, or, like, this invisible bubble in Wolverine's lungs, and just expands it.
Oh.
So it just bursts his lungs, so, like, he can't breathe.
Yeah.
So he has to, like, regenerate, and she just keeps doing it.
Hmm.
She also, like, uses a teleporter to teleport, or, like, a time machine. She uses a time machine to, like, she grabs her kids and just goes to, like, the future where, like 10 minutes after Wolverine's done attacking or something. So they're safe when the battle's already done. And then she goes back and attacks Wolverine. It's crazy. Like, her mother instincts are cool when they build that up.
I didn't know she could, like, do that. I didn't know she could put a force field into someone's lungs and blow it up.
Yeah, dude, she could do fucking whatever.
It's pretty epic.
Yeah. You like when superheroes fight each other?
I do.
Yeah.
Because, like...
That was a perfect transition.
It was.
Because...
What are we talking about?
We are talking about Civil War. Civil War!
So, yeah. I do have a question. So, can Wolverine kill Hulk? Who would win? Because it's like immovable object against the unstoppable force. Or is it like a stalemate? Or
you know what's crazy? Like, they're always fighting. Those two. They're
really?
always... Wolverine first appeared in a Hulk comic where he was fighting the Hulk.
Yeah.
They hate each other.
Okay.
I don't know who would win.
I feel like the Hulk is just always fighting everyone.
Yeah. There's a book called World War Hulk.
Yeah.
Where he is fighting everyone.
Does that involve Hulk Planet or whatever?
It's right after Planet Hulk.
Okay. I was so close.
You were so close, dude. It's right after Hulk Planet.
Yeah, Hulk Planet. Hulk Planet.
So what happens is Hulk is a burden.
Yeah, of course.
And
they send him to space.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the Reed Richards, Professor Xavier, Iron Man, all the smartest whatever characters in the Marvel universe join together and form the Illuminati.
Okay.
That's what they call themselves. And they're like, all right, the Hulk, we need to get him out of here. So they send him to space. And they want to send him to, like, a planet with, like, greenery so, like, he could survive. And,
a
like,
green planet.
A green
planet,
man. Yes. Where there's, like, vegetation so he won't starve to death and he's alone.
Can he starve to death?
Probably not. I don't know. Hulk could do, like, anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hulk is like a god.
I thought he was, like, fueled by radiation.
I mean, no. He has a radiation in him.
Okay.
He doesn't need it.
Yeah, okay.
He doesn't, like, drink it like a Red Bull.
I mean,
he could.
Yeah. Would it make him stronger?
Probably.
Okay, that's epic.
So they end up sending him in space.
Can you drink radiation?
I don't know.
It's not like a rock? Like a...
Juice the Rock?
Juice the Sorcerer's Stone?
Yeah.
Okay, so they send him to a planet.
So they try to send him to that planet. So they try to send him to this planet, but he ends up going through a wormhole.
Okay.
Where he gets to, like, this disgusting gladiator planet called Sakaar.
Like in Thor Ragnarok?
Like, just like that.
Okay.
And Planet Hulk happens. And then he decides to come back to Earth.
And there's other Hulks there, too, right?
There's other characters there.
Like
other alien species.
A-Bomb or whatever.
He's not there.
Oh, okay.
But, like, Silver Surfer's there.
Oh, okay. He would, like, win, though.
Well, He's like brainwashed.
Yeah, sure.
We'll talk about Planet Hulk one day. We'll talk about World War Hulk also. Hulk comes back to Earth and is pissed.
Okay.
That his friends betrayed him and sent him to space, so he fucks up everybody.
Okay.
Literally everybody. And this might be the strongest Hulk has ever been.
Because he chugged some radiation.
Because he chugged radiation. He's also fueled by anger and sadness. A lot of stuff happens on the planet.
Oh, I forgot
Hulk.
Anger makes him strong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not just Red Bull.
Yeah. I'm sure that works too. Gives him wings.
Yeah. But in World War Hulk, he is World Breaker Hulk. Like, he is strong enough to destroy a planet.
Does he?
We'll talk about it one day and you'll find out.
Okay, I'm sure he does. You don't get that name without doing something.
Exactly. So, welcome to the Off the Shelf podcast.
Yeah, my name is Josh.
I am Vinny.
And does anything we just talked about have anything to do with what we're talking about?
Kind of.
Okay.
The whole Hulk thing is kind of prelude. Them sending Hulk to space. That happens
before this?
Yeah.
Because they didn't want the Hulk to do this?
Yeah.
Because he would win.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, we're talking about Civil War by Mark Millar and Steve McNiven. This came out in like 2007, 2006, 2007, or 2008.
So fairly new.
Fairly new.
2006, 7, or 8?
Yeah.
Or man.
Around those times.
So when I was like 5.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
Let me actually like try to find out when this came out. 2007.
Yeah, we were both 5 years old when this came out. Did you read this back then?
Fuck no, man. Okay. I didn't know how to read. I don't know how to read now. Hopefully I knew how to read by 5.
Yeah. So this is Civil War.
This is Civil War, like the movie.
Yeah. I watched that movie and I was kind of bored.
It's nothing like the movie.
Okay.
There's like... This spans the entire Marvel universe. There are so many characters in this goddamn book. This book is also really dark. Just gotta get one out.
They turn up the brightness.
Yeah, no, not like it's hard to see. It's just violent.
Yeah.
You're seeing your favorite heroes punch each other to death. So
is that Blue Beetle and Booster Gold?
There they are.
There they are. They did it.
Now this is a team called the New Warriors.
Okay.
So like I said previously, the Hulk was sent to space by the Illuminati. Thor. Recently Thor died.
Yeah.
In Ragnarok.
Oh, he did. Okay.
A Ragnarok happened and Thor did not make it out.
I didn't know he died there.
Oh yeah.
We should talk about that someday.
We definitely should.
Yeah. Is that because he's too strong too, or what?
Yes.
Okay. So that was all just setting up for
Exactly. They were like, we're going to do this event where everyone's punching each other. We need to take the 2 strongest characters off the table. Because whoever has Thor...
Is Wolverine in this?
He is.
Okay. Because he's like also in the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there is a lot of strong characters in this book.
Yeah. Like, they can't get rid of all of them.
Exactly.
But the ones that would stop it in a moment.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
So this book begins with the New Warriors... Who are like the shitty team of like young
They're
superheroes?
Like the B team.
They're like the Z team of like Speedball and Night Thrasher.
Speedball?
Yeah, he's this guy. He's Booster Gold right here. They have like
Booster Gold and the Flash.
Yeah,
but not Barry Allen.
Wally
West Flash. Yeah,
goggles. So
down to the hair out of
the
top.
Exactly.
Yeah, come on, guys.
So the New Warriors have a superhero like reality TV show.
Okay.
Where they're filming an episode and they find like a superhero safe house or a supervillain safe house, and they're gonna go fuck them all up.
There's a cameraman?
There's a cameraman.
Does he have superpowers?
No, he's a guy.
Oh, okay.
And so they roll up on this supervillain safe house. And they get into a huge battle. They're in Stamford, Connecticut.
Okay. Lame.
Yeah. So they're fighting the villains.
Yeah.
And of course, while they're fighting, like Speedball says like a line, and the cameraman is like, "Oh, I didn't pick that up. Could you say it again?" And it's like, "Ugh, God."
Okay.
So one of the supervillains gets away, and that's this guy, Nitro. Yeah. Nitro has the ability.
Who's the big fella?
This one?
The green guy with the green shirt.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know any of these characters.
Okay.
They're not important. They're only in this beginning of the book.
Just to show that there's like other heroes that you don't know about?
Yes, but also this is an inciting incident.
Okay.
So this character right here, Nitro, has the ability to explode. But not like die.
Oh,
like he's like a human bomb.
Yeah, okay.
So they chase
like
him.
A Pokemon who's got like self-destruct.
Yeah. So they chase him.
Yeah.
During battle, and he ends up blowing up a huge chunk of the town right next to an elementary school.
Ooh.
And ends up obliterating like 300 or so kids.
Oh boy, that's not.
And part of the town, leaving like this crater in Stamford, Connecticut.
That's gonna be bad for morale.
Yes. So of course, here we are, Civil War.
Okay.
Captain America and Iron Man are both distraught.
Yeah.
As well as the other superheroes, of course. And the government.
Let me go back to that page really quick because I have comments.
Yes.
So first of all, who's the big guy?
That is Goliath.
Okay,
Ben
he looks
Foster.
epic.
He is pretty cool.
He's like Giant Man.
Yeah, he used to be friends with Hank Pym, Giant Man.
Okay.
And got Pym particles, got big. Yep.
That's cool. Being big is cool.
Hell yeah.
And also,
Falcon's here.
The thing is holding an L.
And
so.
So yeah,
he's like giving it to someone. He's like,
that's
take
Luke
this
Cage.
L. He's like,
Yeah.
Luke Cage, take this
L.
L.
So yeah, we got a bunch
It's
of
just like a building piece, though.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
So
there's like teams. Are they fighting each other? Yeah.
not yet.
Okay.
So right now they're still.
They're picking up the explosion.
Exactly.
Okay. They're helping out.
They're helping out the firefighters and the
Yeah.
ambulances and everything. There's not a
Man,
lot of
I
survivors.
haven't seen Luke Cage yet.
Yeah. Oh, really?
That's cool.
He's here. He's in
Yeah.
this book a little bit.
I like
we
Luke
got
Cage.
Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew,
Okay.
Falcon, Iceman in the back here. Yeah, you got a bunch of characters. And they're all helping out.
Just like some of the X-Men.
You got Wolverine, and this is Rachel Grey.
Oh, it's that guy
the
from...
Sentinel.
What?
Oh, what?
Oh, the Sentinel. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought that was the metal guy from... The robot from the
Wizard? Fantastic Four?
Never mind.
Oh.
You know what? I am so stupid. I'm the dumbest boy in school. I just realized...
Hopefully not this school.
I just realized that it's not even Marvel that I'm thinking
what
about.
What are you thinking
I'm
of?
not going to tell you now.
No, tell me.
No, I can't.
Bruh, you have to tell me.
From the... Not the... What's that called? The show. There's a show, and there's Brendan Fraser.
Oh, Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol. I thought it was the guy
Robot
from Doom
Man?
Patrol, yeah.
Epic. No.
Is that his name?
Robot Man.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, man.
So I was right. Robot guy.
Yeah.
The Sentinel looks like him.
He
though.
does, yeah.
Yeah. Is that like on purpose or
I don't know.
it just happened?
The Sentinels are mutant hunters.
So there's multiple. Oh, there's two of them right there.
Yeah, there's like an army of Sentinels that
they're a Wolverine villain, yeah.
they're an X-Men villain. They hunt
okay.
all mutants, but here they're helping out with like the cleanup.
I recognize them from Fortnite.
So you're just gonna have all the superheroes helping
Yeah.
out in the cleanup of the debris.
Yeah.
You have Miss Marvel here.
Okay.
She-Hulk is here.
Cool. She's
Tony's
on TV or something.
Yeah.
Is she talking to
Larry King?
Larry King.
She
That's
is talking to
awesome.
Larry King.
Okay.
And Larry King is like, "What do you think about all the damages brought by superheroes?"
Nice Larry King voice.
Thanks. And She-Hulk is like, "Well, some of us are irresponsible, but that doesn't mean all of us are irresponsible, But like, we need to take we need to control our actions better.
Yeah.
We need to make sure less things like this happen. Like the New Warriors were inexperienced; they shouldn't have attacked this group of supervillains without the proper training and stuff. So Tony Stark goes to the funeral for all the kids.
Yeah.
And he's met by this woman who is just one of the mothers of the kids, and she's just screaming at him, spits in his face, and is like, "You did this. You didn't like kill my kid, but you make other people think it's okay to put on a costume and punch bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you are not the police.
Right.
Like, you didn't, kill all these kids. Like, you didn't do it, but someone like you did.
Yeah.
So, and you're here, so, like, how dare you show up? Like, how dare you?
Is that J. Jonah Jameson?
J. Jonah Jameson and Peter Parker are here. And he is, of course, like, "Get pictures, Parker." Yeah. So
I want pictures of funerals.
yeah. He's probably like, "Maybe Spider-Man did this." So now we
He's like, "I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye."
yeah. So we pick up with the Human Torch, who's out
Okay.
with some babe. Right, they're going to a club, and then this guy comes up to him, and is like, "You like to kill kids?"
Everyone
superhero?"
knows that they are who they are.
Yes.
Yeah, because they don't wear masks.
Exactly. So this guy comes up and is like, "You like to kill kids, superhero?" Right? And he gets into this fight, and some guy like smashes a beer bottle over Johnny's head, and he ends up going to the hospital.
Oh He didn't like melt it before it hit his head.
Well, it was behind him. He wasn't in fight mode. He was just at the club. Yeah. So then we pick up with all the superheroes at Avengers Tower, or at the Baxter Building, the Fantastic Four's place. And they're all.
Is that where they usually meet?
They usually meet at like Avengers Tower. I don't know.
Which is like Stark Tower.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why they're at the Baxter Building. Whatever.
Is this Extremis Iron Man?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
So, and they're all just chatting about what's gonna happen, and some are like Daredevil has this moment. Daredevil shows up and he's like flipping a coin, being all like ominous in the back corner. He's all the way over. He doesn't know where anyone else is. He can't see them. He's like, this was the straw that broke the camel's back. Like forever.
He's like, I know how to catch a shark.
So he's like, the government's been wanting to put an end to us masked vigilantes forever. Like this is finally gonna do it.
So is that what it is? It's like he wants them. Is that the idea? Is like they all need to reveal their identities or stop being heroes or what?
So the government is releasing a Superhuman Registration Act.
Okay.
Where you need to, if you're going to be a superhero, you have to do it with the government. You have to work with S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, and Batman's here.
That's Wolverine.
He's like all black though.
It's the shadows.
Yeah, I know.
So you need to, the Superhuman Registration Act is like, if you're going to be a superhero, you need to be properly trained.
Yeah.
You need to, reveal your identity to the public. You will get paid for it.
Okay, I was going to say, cool.
You will be a government,
Yeah.
You will be an agent
public servant.
Exactly.
Sure. They have to take, like, a public service test?
Sure, yeah. You will be a government, like, you'll be an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah. And a lot of the superheroes, like, characters that have identities, like Daredevil.
It's like One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Which you wouldn't know.
No.
Because you never listen to me.
No, never.
When I tell you to watch or read anything.
Nope. I don't.
Which is okay. It's fine.
Maybe I'll watch it one day. Or read it. So characters like Daredevil and characters with secret identities are like, this is not good. Like, I have a secret identity for a reason. The Fantastic... Like, Reed Richards is like...
He's got a job outside of hero.
Exactly. Like, Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four, they're like, whatever. Our identity's that, we don't care. Captain America, even, he doesn't have anything to worry about.
Right, yeah. But like Spider-Man and...
Here's the thing. Spider-Man is...
He's like, I'd rather be paid for being a hero than be a photographer.
Kind of.
Okay.
So Iron Man is like, we need to do this. We need to reveal our identities. We need to be kept in check.
He hasn't already? Iron Man?
I think at the time he has.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everyone knows...
Tony Stark.
That's why he doesn't have a problem.
Yeah,
with it.
Yeah.
He's like, we all need to work for the government. We need to be contained. We can't have events like this.
Sure.
We're getting sloppy. There's so many superheroes. The government needs to, have a hold on us. Make sure we can't just go out at night and kill like a bunch of kids.
Yeah, but then at the same time, like Daredevil would be like, okay, but Kingpin's going to kill my friends and family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man would be like that too. But Tony is like, listen, kid, you'll have money for your aunt. You'll have money for your wife.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, he's married by now?
He's married by now. Like, if you work with me, I promise you it'll all be okay. Iron Man even gives him an Iron Spider costume.
That's epic.
Yeah, man. So we meet up with Captain America, who is being confronted by Maria Hill, who is the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. at the time. Nick Fury is gone, doing Nick Fury things.
Yeah.
And Captain America's like, I do not like the idea of this Superhuman Registration Act. It is like, we're superheroes. If we wear masks, so be it. Like, even though we wear masks, we still have rights. We can't, like, be government puppets.
Sure.
Because if the government wants us, like, if there's an attack over there, and the government's like, go over here instead, like, I don't know, the superheroes need to be able to act in their own right.
Right, sure.
And, he's all for, like, liberty and freedom.
Yeah.
And doesn't want to be a puppet. Even though Iron Man is like, I'm down for being a puppet. Like, whatever.
Wait, so Captain America doesn't want to be a puppet?
Yeah.
Even though he's literally been a puppet for America since his birth?
But the thing is, like this
he's
isn't
America's super soldier.
Yeah. But this isn't World War II.
Right.
Things have changed.
Maybe that's why, too.
Exactly.
That would probably have a part in it.
He's like, it's not...
He's like, I've done that.
Exactly.
And it's awful.
Yeah. So, of course, the shield is like, you have, like, surrender, Captain America. Like, either... And here's also the thing. You either sign the Superhuman Registration Act, or you go to jail. So Captain America's like...
It's like, what are you going to do? Put me in... Like, how are you going to put
Exactly. How are you going to put Captain America in jail?
He's literally like fought 1 million Nazis.
Exactly. So Captain America beats up all the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, and he escapes.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, Captain America's gone rogue.
See, that's the thing. Like, how are they going to monitor? Like, how are they going to control that?
Yeah.
Like, they're literal superhumans.
Exactly.
Unless they have the other superhumans. Okay, I'm picking up on it. Okay, continue.
So, Iron Man's working for the government along with Mr. Fantastic, Hank Pym, other characters. There's this kind of moment. This character is the Watcher, who is also a Fantastic Four type character. No, but he is a man who watches.
Okay. He's like the Monitor.
Sure. Yeah. He like shows up when like catastrophes are gonna happen, and he like chronicles it in his brain. But he never interferes. And there's this moment where someone's like, "Why is he here?" And they're like, "Because something bad is gonna happen."
He's like an omen, a bad omen.
Exactly. So Iron Man's talking to like the president, and he's like, "Listen, Captain America's giving you a hard time. Leave him to us." And it's not like we're gonna immediately go punch him. We're gonna try to change his mind about it. You get a nice
Iron Man's suit looks cool.
It does.
Yeah.
You get a nice image of She-Hulk's ass here.
Why?
Because Steve McNiven really wanted to draw.
I guess. Yeah. I guess you get bored from drawing.
Yeah. Men.
Yeah.
So, because of this whole Superhuman Registration Act, Reed is all for it. Sue is not. Johnny's in the hospital, and the Thing goes to France.
Why is Sue not into it?
Because,
like, what difference will that play on her life?
I mean, nothing really. But Sue's not selfish. She's like, there's characters like Daredevil or whoever.
So she's just sympathetic for other characters who would be affected by it.
We're superheroes, and even though we're rich and celebrities, that doesn't mean we're government stooges.
Right.
You know, the Thing goes to France. He doesn't want any part of it. He's like, I'm leaving.
Okay, that's cute.
I
love the Thing.
Me too. I love the Thing. I think he's so funny.
He's slowly becoming one of my favorite characters.
So you get to see some like other characters. This character, Patriot. He's like a young Avenger. He gets like tased and arrested.
Why does that sound like Captain America?
He's like a young Captain America type character.
Yeah.
He gets tased and arrested.
What?
No.
Okay.
He gets arrested along with the other young Avengers who did not sign the Superhuman Registration
and who couldn't fight off the
government,
the arrestee or the arresters.
Characters like Luke Cage and Daredevil have teamed up with Falcon and Captain America. So Captain America is building this alliance, while Iron Man is building his. Yeah. So leading up to this big conflict.
It's like some sort of civil war brewing.
I know. Captain America ends up like him and Falcon pretend to be the like the S.H.I.E.L.D. Drivers, like the transportation of the new arrested Young Avengers. So they take the Young Avengers to their lair or whatever.
Yeah, so they did like in Star Wars when they pretend to kidnap the Wookiee.
Yeah. Also, Cable is here. The X-Men Cable.
Oh yeah.
Hulk, Cloak and Dagger are here as well.
Oh man.
Here's Dagger. She's down.
We haven't seen them yet.
I know. I think Wolverine is also like Team Cap, but a big thing that does happen.
I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. A big thing that does happen is Tony Stark goes on TV and he's been like really buddy with that woman who spit in his face. And she's all like, Iron Man, you're doing the right thing. And so they're on national TV and Iron Man is like, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I'd like to bring out Spider-Man, who has decided to join me in like the Superhuman Registration thing. And on national TV, Peter Parker reveals his identity to the world. He's like...
And J. Jonah
Jameson has a heart attack.
It's just some splash pages.
Yeah, it's just like covers.
That's cool.
Stuff. So yeah, everyone knows Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Reed Richards goes to Black Panther and is like, hey, you should join us. You know, you rule your own country or whatever. You should hang out with us.
Reed Richards is on the side of
Iron Man.
Iron
He's
Man.
With Iron Man, yeah.
His wife is with Captain America.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's interesting.
Yeah. So you got a rift in the
division of the household.
Exactly. Yeah. Their kids don't come up in this. But whatever. So Black Panther is like, I'm not teaming up with you, Reed. Like, not only
he doesn't even live in America.
Exactly. Like, I have no quarrel in
care?
this affair. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna team up with you.
It doesn't really affect him.
Yeah. Iron Man goes up to
things to do.
Yeah. Iron Man goes to the event or to the X-Men and is talking to Emma Frost, who at the time she's a telepath. She's like the new Jean Grey of the team. Okay. Because Jean Grey was dead. Right. And Tony's like, you should join our side. Captain America's gone rogue. He might try to get you to work with him. Do not. And Emma's like, we're mutants. We're constantly being watched by these Sentinels. We're not allowed out of these perimeters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mutants have it hard.
I didn't know the Sentinels did that.
They do.
They're like guards of the...
They are in this.
They're like... Okay.
Just to make sure they don't go work with...
And like also, all the mutants have been treated like garbage by... Everyone.
Exactly. They're like, we're not going to help you.
Yeah.
Because we were always outcasts. But Emma's like, but don't worry. We're not going to join your side, but we won't join Captain America.
I mean, because they can't leave.
Yeah. Captain America decides that they need, like, secret, like, different identities. Because like, Iron Man knows who Daredevil is. Okay. And who Falcon is, and Luke Cage. So they all get, like, disguises. Just to, like...
For each other?
Yeah, like... Well, not for each other, but for, like, if they go outside. Okay. Like, he doesn't want to walk out as Matt Murdock.
Right.
So he's going to be, like, Bill or something.
Yeah, Blind Bill.
Blind Bill. Iron Man Captain America's side gets a call to this certain area. There's, like, a disturbance. Because they're still, like, fighting crime.
Yeah.
Just underground. Not underground, but, like, out of the spotlight.
So, like, Iron Man knows most of their secret identities then, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't he go on TV and be like, this is who's Daredevil, or is he, like, trying to give them the right
He's like, you have a chance. Like, we're going to give you a little while to come work with us before things get ugly.
Yeah.
So Captain America and his group go to this area, this, like, chemical plant where there's been, like, an explosion or something.
Yeah, and one guy, like, turned all white and
he started laughing. It turns out the Joker.
Yeah.
It turns out that it was a trap set by Iron Man and his team. It looks like She-Hulk is with Iron Man.
The Thing?
The Thing is a part of Iron Man's group, but eventually he does go to France because he's like, I don't want to fight. Okay. So for now he's here. And so Iron Man is like, all right, Cap, I don't want to hurt you. We're friends. We are friends. I don't want anything to get in between us. And Captain America's like, all right, truce. They shake hands, and then Iron Man looks down at his hand, and there's a little thing on it, and Iron Man gets, like, electrocuted, and Captain America starts swinging.
Dang, okay. He's playing dirty.
Yeah. So you get to see, like, Yellow Jacket and Goliath get big, and they fight. Radioactive Man is here. There's a whole bunch of crazy characters. It's a good thing they got
a big character on both teams.
I know. And you just get to see everyone punch the hell out of you. All your favorite characters are just beating the shit out of each other.
That's pretty cool.
And it gets pretty violent. I love... Wow. Yeah, man. Captain America's just getting bludgeoned by Iron Man's metal suit. Hercules is here.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah, man.
Whose side is he on?
Iron Man? I think he's on Captain America's.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden, good old God of Thunder...
I thought he was dead. Okay.
Thor appears.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, what? Thor? And he's on Team Iron Man.
Okay.
And...
Why?
We'll get to it. So... Everyone's like, oh my god, Thor is here. And he starts, thundering it up.
Yeah.
And everyone is scared shitless. And I bet someone was like, I hope the Hulk shows up.
We haven't really talked about Thor.
No.
And the only Thor comics I've read are, like, ancient.
Yeah. We could talk about
So Thor. I've never seen him, like, look this cool.
Yeah, man. He looks awesome.
Yeah.
And so everyone on Team Cap is like, oh my god, we're getting fucked up right now. And... when I was first reading this, first time I read this, I was like, why is Thor here? First of all, he's dead. Why is he on Team Iron Man? For the government.
Right.
That's weird.
Like, he doesn't have any reason to be with the government.
No. And then, so all of a sudden, like, Goliath goes to attack Thor. And Goliath is really big.
Yeah.
And Thor is like, I don't think so. And then he shoots a lightning beam through Goliath, killing him.
Oh my gosh, okay, yeah.
And Goliath is still huge, and he falls to the ground, and he dies. So Thor just murdered Goliath. And then Sue was on Team Iron Man, but after that, she is like, okay.
She's like, I can't be
exactly. Like, she was on it because her husband was there.
Yeah.
And now she's like, okay.
Oh wait, she was Team Iron. I thought you said she was Team Captain America.
She is now.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Yeah.
But yeah.
So she switches sides.
She does. A lot of characters end up switching sides because Iron Man's team goes kind of crazy.
Okay. Yeah, because like Iron Man,
Thor just murdered this
Captain
guy.
America. And,
exactly.
Yeah.
And Sue ends up like making a force field.
Okay. Thor comes down. He's like, I don't really know what's going on, but I guess I'm with Iron Man. And then he kills someone. He just kills Goliath.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the first death?
It's the first death.
Okay. Wow.
And it's brutal.
Yeah.
Because like Goliath was a nice guy. Like I like Goliath. And the thing is, he doesn't shrink down when he dies, so they have to build like this huge grave and bury him.
Okay.
And it's very sad. What happens is Sue ends up making like a force field around Team Cap. So Cloak, who is there, teleports them all out of there, and everyone on Team Iron Man is
You can do all of them.
Yeah, they all just walk into his cloak.
That's cool.
Into his like body.
I thought you said he was lame. That sounds awesome.
No, Cloak is cool.
Okay.
But they never really. She shoots like light daggers.
Okay. Yeah, they're like light daggers.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're both cool, but they don't really do much.
They're like small time.
Yeah.
Okay.
They pop up in a lot of stuff, but
yeah.
I wouldn't read just a Cloak and Dagger book. And so everyone's on Team Cap is like, what the hell, man? Like, what are you doing, Sue? They're like, are you betraying us? And she's like, you're my husband. Like, Reed's my husband, and you were all my friends, but you started a war. Like, you killed one of our friends for what? It turns out this isn't Thor. It's a robot that Iron Man and Reed Richards made to just have some heavy, have a heavy hitter on the team.
Why
they
didn't look like Thor.
Because people would think like, oh my god, Thor's on the team now. That's horrifying.
Is that for also like shock factor of the reader? They're like,
exactly.
Oh my gosh,
Thor is here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they didn't intend on murdering Goliath. So when it happens, they're like, oh my god. And I love this moment where you do see the Watcher, and he doesn't say anything, but he's sad. Because the Watcher can't interfere. He's like doomed to always watch. He does interfere every now and again, but he interferes when like Galactus attacks, not when they're punching each other.
Is the Watcher the guy in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah. Okay. The big-headed guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So everyone is really upset, right? Like, and Spider-Man is starting to think like, maybe I chose the wrong side too. You know, Captain America and his team are all getting patched up. Here's the giant grave. Oh. It's horrifying. There's this masked figure right here who's like watching the whole time.
He's a watcher?
No, it turns out it's the Punisher.
Oh, well, spoilers.
Whatever.
No, I was wondering where Frankie was at.
Yeah, Frankie.
Old Frankie Castle.
Yeah, man. He's gonna join Team Cap.
Okay.
That
makes sense.
Yeah. At the funeral for Goliath, the woman shows up who spit in Tony's face, but now is chummy with him, and she's like, I know things are getting hard now, but you're doing the right thing. And then she gives Tony an action figure that is of Iron Man, and it was like, this was my son's favorite toy. So like, you're doing this for a reason. You're avenging the kids who died. And Tony's like, okay.
Why is she like sympathetic towards him? He literally just killed one of the Avengers.
Literally. Well, no one knows except for them that they built Thor.
So they think Thor actually.
They think Thor just murdered this guy.
Yeah.
You get to see like Peter and Mary Jane at the funeral. Some other superheroes at the funeral who are like,
they're like, how many more funerals do we have to go to?
I know, man. Here's when Thing goes to France. Aww. He's like, goodbye. And Sue ends up leaving a note, and is like, I'm sorry, I can't do this. Like, I love you, but you made the wrong choice. It turns out that the government. So as things are getting uglier, the government is like, we need more help. So they end up bringing a bunch of villains in on Team Iron Man.
Okay.
Just for extra support. So they got like Bullseye, Taskmaster, Lady Deathstrike, Venom.
Okay.
Who are now on Team
Venom's
Iron Man.
Got like eyes.
Yeah, that's not Eddie Brock. It's a different Venom. Oh. The Scorpion becomes Venom.
Really?
Yeah, okay. That's him.
Does he still have a scorpion thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Occasionally it'll like grow
that makes
out.
sense.
It's
got,
cool.
Like, Venom.
Yeah. So Spider-Man is like, Iron Man, I don't want to do this. I'm sorry. I thought teaming up. You promised this would be okay. Like I revealed myself to everybody because you said it would work out, and it's not working out. So Iron Man and Spider-Man get into this huge fight, and Iron Man almost friggin' murders Spider-Man.
Oh wow, yeah, okay.
And eventually he like starts running away in the sewers, and all the villains get sent after him. So it's like Iron Man is like a bad guy. Like Iron Man is like the villain of this book.
Yeah,
it's horrifying. Like Spider-Man is one of my favorite characters, and this is so terrible.
Well, he's like the villain in a way, if you like consider the South of the villain.
True. Yeah.
The actual Civil War of America.
Exactly.
It's like I'm sure some people sympathize with the South.
No doubt.
It's like some people sympathize with Captain America.
Yeah, and like,
but in the, history's written by the victors. You know?
Exactly. And the way the book is written, it is very compelling for both sides.
Okay. Because I really don't feel that compelled towards Iron Man's side.
Yeah. When you read it, it's honestly I'm more Team Cap because Iron Man is more like.
I mean, I like Iron Man as a character better than Captain America, but just from what I know of them. But in this,
Iron Man is because Captain America is not trying to murder anyone.
Right? Yeah, he just wants. He's like about freedom.
Exactly. Human Torch he goes to Team Cap with his sister. This is them. They're just in disguise.
Okay.
The Punisher rescues Spider-Man from the villains who are chasing him in the sewer.
Yeah.
And he brings Spider-Man back to Team Cap's like hideout, and Spider-Man's like destroyed.
He's beat up. And the Punisher looks pretty epic.
Oh yeah. I love Steve McNiven's art. It looks great.
Yeah.
Daredevil gets arrested.
Oh no.
A lot of them get arrested.
Really? How did he get arrested? I feel like he could take some S.H.I.E.L.D. agents.
Well, there was also She-Hulk and Mr. Fantastic there.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, and...
They're like, we know your blind spots.
Exactly.
Yeah, cut that.
Earlier throughout the book, Sue makes mention to Reed. Like, Reed's been working on this project called 42. And Sue is like, what the hell is that? And Reed's like, don't worry about it, honey. It turns out 42 is a prison in the negative zone, where they're locking up all the superheroes that aren't. So there is a lot of reasons not to like Team Iron Man.
Yeah,
they are
seems kind of bad.
It is horrible. So Daredevil's going into 42.
And can he see in the negative zone since it's like reverse?
No, he's still fucking blind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Sue,
I'm gonna get really into like old school photography and call my dark room the negative zone.
Oh, you should do that. That's epic. Oh, you got characters like Tigra and Spider-Woman who are on the team. Here's Luke Cage sporting a black T-shirt.
Nice.
Usually he wears yellow T-shirt, but change it. He has to be stealthy, I guess, if everyone's after him.
So he's on the good guys or the Captain America team.
They're at Team Cap right now, and a bunch of supervillains end up going to Team Cap, and they're like, we want to help you. We don't want to work with the government. Mm-hmm. And the Punisher sees the bad guys and immediately just unloads like 2 Uzis on them. And Cap is like, no! And Cap just starts beating the shit out of Punisher.
But that's his thing.
Well, yeah, but they wanted to help.
Yeah.
You know, like, I know you like to kill bad guys, but they were going to actually help us, Punisher.
Oh, okay.
And Captain America's just punching the hell out of Frank, and Frank isn't fighting back. And Cap is like, why aren't you fighting me? And Frank is like, not against you. And everyone's like, what does that mean? And then someone is like, well, I mean, Cap is the ultimate soldier. Frank served in Vietnam.
I was thinking about that.
Like, he's his hero. He's like all of our heroes. That's why we're here.
They would have, I mean, Frank would have some connection to
exactly.
Iron Man,
and I really like that moment.
Or Captain America.
Yeah. Because someone's like, Frank Castle's hero is Captain America. Like, Captain America is all of our heroes. That's why we're with him. We get to see what Doctor Strange is doing.
Oh, yeah.
He's taking no part in anything. Doctor Strange just locked himself in the Sanctum Sanctorum. Is like, I'm not. This is not my business. If they want to come attack me, they're going to hell. I will fucking
magic he's them like, away. I'm not even in like America. Exactly. Like, this isn't my deal. I'm gonna go to hell, fight some demons.
I think the Watcher goes up to him, and the Watcher's like, "Why aren't you doing anything?" And
so the Watcher can talk to them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He just doesn't like.
He doesn't interact.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Watcher's another Fantastic Four type character.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So Team Cap has this plan to break out all the superheroes who are locked away at 42. And of course, Team Iron Man. Team Iron Man shows up, and it's battle time, baby. It is time for a true civil war. Turns out, so we never talked about Hulkling, the character Hulkling.
No.
Hulkling is on the Young Avengers. He is a Skrull, and Skrulls can shapeshift.
You know what? You know what's crazy? You know when we were at the comic shop earlier?
Yeah.
And I picked up the encyclopedia.
I remember.
I literally, I opened up to that page. I was like, what's the Hulkling?
Yeah. Well, here's the Hulkling.
That's awesome. Okay.
The Hulkling is a Skrull who takes the shape of more of like a green man, so he looks like the Hulk.
Sure.
And the Skrulls are shape-shifting beings. He and the Scarlet Witch's son, maybe not at this time, but they are together. Like they're dating. Son? Yeah.
Okay.
So Wiccan and Hulkling are gay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, is it gay if he's
a Skrull?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
whatever.
Sure.
They're cool.
Wait,
I like them.
Are they on Iron Man's side then?
They're both on Team Cap, but Hulkling was taking shape of Hank Pym as kind of like a infiltrating Team Iron Man.
Okay.
So then,
but
he becomes all hulky.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yeah.
So Scarlet Witch's son?
Yeah, they come back,
but they're not kids.
They grow up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do they have powers or what?
Yeah, Wiccan is magic.
You told me about this a little bit. I forgot.
Yeah, Wiccan. They're both sons, but Wiccan is magic, and then Speed is speed.
Okay, sure.
So it's like Quicksilver and Scarlet.
Yeah.
So, and they get into a huge fight. So there's a bunch of characters here. Very, very cool scene, everyone.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Here's Cloak and Dagger and the Sentry, Human Torch, Venom. Got a lot of cool things going on.
Venom looks scary.
He's very so veiny.
Yeah.
He's like John Cena. So they all just get into a huge brawl that starts in the prison and then eventually ends up on like the streets of New York.
Oh, it doesn't end in an airplane hangar?
No. It ends in the streets of New York. Characters like Wonder Man are here.
They're not being like manipulated by a German guy? Or...
Nope, not at all. Earlier, Sue Storm goes to Atlantis and is like, Namor, you should help Captain America. And Namor's like, no. And she's like, okay. And then she leaves. And then during this final battle, Namor and the Atlanteans show up and they help Captain America.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Whose way is this? With the long fingers.
That's Lady Deathstrike. She's like an X-Men Wolverine villain.
Okay.
Yeah. They got Robot Thor here.
Fingers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they make like a few different robot versions of characters. Like Robot Thor and Robot Captain Marvel.
Okay.
So they're just cheating.
Okay.
And they
How
get
do
into a huge fight.
The powers? Like,
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Thing comes back from France to help Cap's side. And it's really sad watching like the Fantastic Four punch each other.
Yeah.
Well, it's more like it's all of them against Reed, which is really sad. You get to see Hercules versus Robot Thor. Which is cool.
That's cool.
Did you sidetrack real quick? Did you see the new Thor movie trailer?
No.
It looks kind of cool. It looks like Thor's gonna interact with like the Greek gods.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So Hercules might be in it.
That's interesting.
You see like a supposedly Zeus catch a lightning bolt. You don't see his face or anything, but I like Hercules.
That is interesting. That's cool.
It is. Hercules does end up bludgeoning Thor, revealing the robotness. And I think this is
like, that was a freebie.
Yeah. And I think that's where they find out like it's a robot, maybe. And then of course it's down to Iron Man and Captain America. And honestly, Captain America's kind of winning. They get into,
he's got a lot on his side.
He does. Yeah. And like you get to see down here, Iron Man's helmet's all destroyed. And Captain America's like, just going crazy. Iron Man's like, what are you waiting for, Steve? Do it, you know. And then before he could lay the final blow, he's tackled by like just citizens, which
they're just mad because the kids died, or what?
I mean, it's more like just stop fighting. Like you're superheroes.
Yeah,
they're just like random civilians, you know. Or like police officers, paramedics.
They're like, you mess with one of us,
you mess with all of us. Yeah. But it's more just like, you're gonna kill Iron Man. Don't do that.
Yeah. They're like, did you not see Goliath?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And then you get this like pan out of what's going on, and the city looks destroyed.
Yeah.
And Captain America's like, oh my god. And then Cap has this moment where it's probably my favorite line in the book, where Cap he's crying. He drops his shield and he just starts like weeping, and he's like, "Look at us. We're not fighting for the people anymore. We're just fighting." And Captain America takes off his mask and he lets the police slap cuffs on him, and everyone's like, "What?" And Captain America gets arrested. He's like, "We're supposed to help people, and what we're doing, we're just fighting. We're causing more damage.
Yeah,
and this is my fault, you know." So, like, take me away. You get to see, like, Punisher pick up Captain America's mask.
And he puts it on.
He doesn't put it on. You get to see Iron Man form a new Avengers team, which is kind of, like, OP, because it has Sentry, Miss Marvel, Wonder Man, who are all, like, incredibly Superman-esque powerful characters. Iron Man mentions this 50-state initiative, where each state will have a superhero team. Yeah.
Man, I'd hate to be like Avengers Idaho.
I think everyone would. Captain America goes to jail. A lot of the villains and other characters end up going into Prison 42.
Okay.
What?
I said okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. So what about all the heroes that got sent to the negative zone?
Oh, that's Prison 42.
Oh, that is.
Like, a lot of them end up going back, along with the villains.
So they're still sending them there?
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay.
Things are still, like, kind of crazy. Iron Man becomes the new director of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay. After... after, like, this whole thing. Maria Hill is like, you can handle S.H.I.E.L.D., I guess. A lot of things spun out from this. Like, the two major things is everyone knows Spider-Man is Peter Parker. The Kingpin is tired of being beaten up by a child, or by Peter Parker. Yeah.
So he sends a hitman to go, kill Spider-Man. The hitman gets a sniper rifle and, takes aim at Peter.
He knows he's got a spider sense, though, right?
Yeah, and because of the spider sense, Peter dodges, but the bullet hits Aunt May.
Oh.
So Aunt May is dying. She's in a coma.
That's...
Yeah. And then, like, the worst Spider-Man story ever happens. I'll save it for another time.
Is that Clone Saga?
No.
What?
It's like
worse than that?
It's shorter, like, way shorter, but it undoes a lot.
Did you tell me a little bit about that?
It involves the devil.
Yeah. You told me something about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it one day. It's called One More Day.
Okay.
Also, Captain America, spoilers, but this book came out 100 years ago. Captain America, when he's being arrested, like when he's taken out, or I think he's going to court, he is assassinated, and Captain America dies.
Okay, that's how he dies.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a long story. A lot of crazy things happen.
So
he ends up getting sent through time, just like Batman.
Okay.
And then, just don't worry, Arnim Zola, or someone builds a time. We'll talk about it maybe. Okay. But because of that,
is that when Bucky becomes?
Yes. Okay. And like a lot of things after this, like a lot of books that will come out of this, or even books that have no relevance to it, like the Eternals.
Yeah.
Iron Man will appear in the Eternals book and be like, "Hey, Eternals, you want to join the government?" And they're like, "No," but they're gods, so like he's like, "All right, I'm not gonna."
Yeah. He's like, "What am I? I can't do."
But
anything.
this book probably has some of the most lasting effects for the Marvel Universe, and it's just crazy seeing Captain America disobey the government and fight his friends, and Iron Man be like a total villain. Yeah, man, take a look.
Wolverine ends up going after Nitro, who's the guy who blew up the school.
Oh.
And he murders him.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Because Wolverine, you know.
Who was Wolverine with? Because I feel like I didn't really see him much.
Wolverine, I think he was with Team Cap, but he was also with the X-Men, and the X-Men didn't interfere.
Right. Yeah. Because I feel like Wolverine could kill everyone, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Can Wolverine kill the Thing?
Maybe. If you, like, stabbed him in the eyes or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Thing's got regular eyes.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't wear goggles or anything to
No.
protect himself.
No, he doesn't.
Huh. I mean, he's such a lovable guy, though.
He
like,
is. Why would you attack
who
the
would
Thing?
fight him? Yeah.
Exactly.
Does he say it's clobbering time?
All the time.
Really? Huh. The art's pretty cool in this. The
Yeah.
effects are really nice.
This artist, Steve McNiven, also draws Old Man Logan.
Okay.
So when we talk about that...
But again, this looks just like every other, like, newer
Yeah.
Marvel comic that I've seen so far, which is interesting. It's like they just picked one style and had everyone do it in the same way, which is like, it looks good.
Yeah.
But I kind of like when, I don't know, artists have more freedom to, yeah.
Definitely. Like, I think around this time, all the art was definitely very similar.
Yeah.
But even, like, now, like, every era, they always kind of get artists that are very similar to one another. Or they, like, make sure to use very similar colors in the same stories. Again, I think the colors in this book are nice. Again, like, Radioactive Man looks cool.
Yeah, I was going to say, who is that?
Yeah.
He's like the Hulk? Because he's radioactive?
Sure,
okay.
But, yeah.
So if the Hulk fought Radioactive Man, would he get stronger, like, just by being near him?
Could.
Or is it a different kind of radiation or something?
I don't know, man.
Would he... Okay, so Radioactive Man, what's his deal? How did he...
I think he's either Russian or Chinese.
Okay.
There's two
That's very different.
Yeah, I think he's usually...
He looks Russian.
He's one or the other.
Hard to tell. He's very green.
There's like one book in a Black Panther book. He's like a different. He's either Russian. I don't know. He's either Russian or Chinese.
Okay.
Yeah.
I realized that they made this Venom look a lot like Spawn.
He does look like Spawn.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's this pink guy?
Let me see.
This pink man in the back.
I have no idea. But there is Jack-O-Lantern.
Yeah, I saw him too.
Yeah.
So what's the who's that villain that he puts a mark on his body every time he
Zaz?
Zaz, yeah.
He's in Batman.
He's in Batman?
Yeah.
I thought he was a Marvel hero.
No.
Or a villain.
No.
Isn't there a Marvel villain that does that? In like Black Panther, in the Black Panther movie or something?
Oh, Killmonger?
Killmonger, yeah, he does that too, doesn't he?
Not in the comics.
Oh.
That's just a movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe it's the comics, but I don't think so.
Hmm.
I haven't read a lot of Black Panther, but we should talk about him.
He seems cool. I like that he's kind of just doing his own thing.
Yeah.
He's not like as
He doesn't
involved.
get involved.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense, to be honest. He doesn't want his people involved.
Yeah, he's got like his own thing to deal with.
Exactly.
So, Civil War, very different from the movie.
Very different.
Very different.
There's
a lot cooler.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's more motive behind them actually fighting. I can't even tell you what it was in the movie.
The thing is, the movie, there's also like a superhero registration act, but it's very little. Like,
yeah,
they don't
and
expand
Spider-Man
on
doesn't have to like reveal his identity or anything.
There's not as many stakes in the movie.
Yeah.
But then again, Civil War is more of a
There's
Captain
also-
America movie.
Yeah.
So it's more Bucky, Winter Soldier oriented.
There's also a lot less heroes. Yeah.
But yeah, I would give Civil War...
Kate.
I'd give it a Kate 8.
That's what I would figure.
Yeah.
Like, it's good.
It's good. I have a few problems with it. I think
Yeah.
they really characterize Iron Man as, like, way too much of a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, make him a little too unsympathetic. Like, in the beginning, you're like, okay, I can get behind this a little bit. But then he started killing people and working with the bad guys, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, that's a little crazy.
You're like, he's straight up a villain in this.
He's straight up the villain of the book.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting because at the same
sad,
time the Iron Man movie was coming out.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, like a year later, Iron Man would come out.
It's kind of sad because, like, I like Iron Man. I think he's a cool character. Mm-hmm. But to see him as a villain, it's like...
It's kind of weird.
I mean, I know in some comics he's kind of the villain to himself.
Oh, yeah.
But that's different.
Alcoholic,
yeah. That's like just him being self-destructive and not actively killing other members of... You know, he still cares about, I feel like, the other team members and stuff.
Oh, he does, you know. And I know he didn't want to kill Goliath.
Right, it was an accident.
It was an accident. But it was an accident he caused.
Yeah, he still did it.
You know?
Like, accident or not.
It's your fault.
Yeah.
Which is pretty terrible. But, yeah.
Peter Parker's very handsome in this.
He is very handsome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is he supposed to be?
Anywhere from, like, 20 to 35.
Okay.
He's, like, 28.
Yeah.
I say Peter Parker is, like, 25 to 28. Maybe 29 or 30. I wouldn't say older than 30.
Like, ever since he was in high school, he's been that age?
I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God forbid any character ages over 30. Because then the story's over. Comics.
Comics are fantastic. We love them so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are so many Marvel events. And I skipped over House of M. Which is kind of a big one.
You read it.
Well, we read it, but I didn't tell you about it.
Okay. You're just saying in podcast terms you skipped over?
Yeah, I mean, I did Avengers Disassembled.
Yeah.
We did that.
Yeah.
Talked about that. Scarlet Witch went crazy. House of M is more of that.
That's when Reed Richards' son was in that, right? Was he?
Oh, he might have been.
I feel like he was, but maybe not. I don't know. Because I feel like I remember you telling me about him in that.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we did Avengers Disassembled, which is the Scarlet Witch going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
House of M is more of that.
Okay.
She recreates reality. So, like... She recreates reality so everyone's happy. So, like, she has her kids. Captain America grew old. Gwen Stacy never died. So Peter and Gwen got married, and Uncle Ben is alive. And Peter has children. And Wolverine has all his memories.
Okay.
But of course, things can't stay that way.
Yeah, right.
So they team up, defeat the Scarlet Witch, break out of that reality.
We don't want to be happy.
Yeah. I mean, they all want to be happy, but, you know, they gotta fight,
at the price of, you know...
Yeah.
Individuality and free will.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about it, but... It's a quick story. So I'll just say, like, the big thing that happens at the end of it. So Scarlet Witch is a mutant.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
Her dad is Magneto. Her brother is Quicksilver. And because of, like, all the torment and horrible things that mutants have gone through over their history, Scarlet Witch decides to... So all the superheroes are, like, bombarding her, attacking her. Mm-hmm. And she uses her magic, and she says, no more mutants.
Okay.
And she unmakes the X gene from reality.
Sure.
Doctor Strange makes a little bubble around, like, Wolverine and the X-Men that sell comics.
Of course.
So there's still some mutants.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But for a long time, and that might be another... That's definitely a reason why they're not big in this, because there's so few of them.
Did you save Gambit?
I don't know. Oh, man.
I kind of hope not. Just, like, so I know that there was a period of time where I could be happy. That would be her creating my world to be a happy reality.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, there's still the X-Men. I think a lot of them, like, if you had the mutant gene already, then it's just kind of toned down, like, you're depowered.
Okay.
But no more new mutants can be born.
Sure, okay.
But characters like Wolverine and whoever else...
you can't transmit the gene anymore?
No.
Okay.
So, like...
And she's strong enough to do that for the entire universe?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So, like, characters like Magneto, he's depowered, because he wasn't in the bubble.
Yeah.
So was Quicksilver and whoever else. But, like, Wolverine was in the bubble, so he's fine. Cyclops, fine. The X-Men are fine.
So,
Okay. And that happens before this.
Yeah.
And because like the Avengers didn't give a shit that happened, so that's probably why they didn't get involved.
Did they reverse that at all or no? Because there are X-Men in this.
Yeah.
And they still have powers, right?
Yeah, but you could say maybe they're like depowered.
Okay.
Or all the X-Men that appear were in the bubble.
So those Sentinel things.
Yeah.
They don't have the X gene.
No,
they have nothing to do with the X-Men.
They're just robots that kill mutants.
Power. Okay. So why do they hold them captive on that place?
Well, I think that was just for that moment, like during the Civil War time, to make sure they don't join Team Cap. Okay. So they were just monitoring them for the moment.
All right. I don't fully understand those things, but maybe we can get into it another time.
Yeah. How long is this episode?
It's almost an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I had one more thing to say. Okay, yeah. So here's my thing. So Scarlet Witch takes away the X gene, yeah?
Yeah.
And depowers the X people?
A lot, yeah.
Through the entire universe, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sure.
So do you think there's a possibility of there being another planet with, like, superheroes? It's very Earth-like. And there are superheroes with the X gene.
That don't get depowered?
And then all of a sudden, they just lose their powers, and they're like, what happened?
Oh, that's horrible. Those poor guys.
Yeah. I want to read that story.
Maybe.
That would be cool.
But yeah, that happens before this. Eventually, mutants will come back. We'll talk about that story because it's, bigger. There's a story called Avengers vs. X-Men, which we're definitely going to talk about.
All right.
You love superheroes punching
like
each
Civil
other?
War, but with
Avengers
and X-Men. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
They're just like, we got nothing else. Let's just have them fight again.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. I guess I'll look at it. I'll look at the cool pictures.
Yeah. There's some good art.
Yeah.
It's cool. The story's alright, Bendis.
Oh, Bendis.
Oh, Bendy.
Bendy.
Oh, God.
Well, thank you for listening to this episode. We're, Civil War's cool.
Yeah.
If you want to
go check out Avengers Disassembled.
Yeah. That's the one we talked about before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. I enjoyed making this episode with you.
Thank you. I enjoyed talking about it.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about this besides what was in the movie. Yeah, man. So.
Huge event. Definitely go read it. This is $25. You could probably get it for way cheaper.
Yeah. On support your local comic book shop.
Oh yeah, do that. Give them money.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. And
join us next time when we dig a hole to the center of the earth and throw stuff in to see what happens. Throwing myself in there.